Hello, my name is Marni Penner, and I'm an anxiety and social anxiety coach. And today I'd like to talk about how my solution of honesty, love, and acceptance enables us to truly live in the moment. We often hear about how happiness means living in the moment, but the way people tell us to do it is full of cliches. Just live in the moment. Stop thinking about the past. Stop thinking about the future. Just think about the moment. For example, do what's that meditation called? Mindfulness meditation, where you focus on your foot, focus on your breathing, and that never made sense to me. Why would I ignore my emotions and focus on my foot, right? So the actual solution in my mind from what I've achieved and what I've helped my clients achieve is emotional honesty in the moment combined with the concepts of love and acceptance. So what is emotional honesty in the moment? Well, I first developed this skill when I was interacting with other people. I had crippling social anxiety, so I had to find a kind of honesty that was going to relieve my anxiety in the moment when I was socializing. That was my biggest need for me in my 20s. Emotional honesty in the moment means that we are honest about what we are feeling, or we are honest about what we're feeling from the other person, from moment to moment to moment to moment. Okay, this is basically going into conversational flow. So I meet with someone, and first, usually I would start with the love concept. So love them, care about them, be interested in them, love what we're doing together, love this day, love the, right? Like, so I would start with positive emotions and truly caring about them. Now, if ever any emotion would come up inside of me, I would say it. Gosh, I'm feeling kind of tired today. I think I didn't drink enough coffee this morning. And instead, and let's say they ask me, so how has your son been doing with his blah blah? But my mind is not on my son and his blah blah. I'm going to talk instead about what is really on my mind. So, oh, he's doing well, or yeah, I'll talk about that a little later. But you know what I've been really thinking about lately? What should I do about my blah blah? So let's talk about what's really on my mind, what I'm thinking about, what my emotions. So being very in tune with my emotions right now as to what truly matters to me right now, what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking. That's what I have to share with this person right now in the moment. Now, let's say they have a strange pause, or they gave me a strange face, or they don't look like they're doing very well. Ask about it. Okay, that's the other part of emotional honesty, is being honest about them. Asking about their vibes, asking about their reactions, asking about their behavior, asking about their emotions that they seem to be showing on their faces. You seem to pause a little there. Are you okay with what I said? And so how are you doing? And truly like noticing, being honest with ourselves about the other person's vibes. And if there's any elephants in the room, voice them. And then before we leave the interaction, ask ourselves, is there anything that I still have to say? Is there anything I want to say? Or if there's this kind of a strange feeling in us saying, hey, just a second, I'm going to go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom and figure it out. Like, is there anything left for you to say in your emotional honesty in this moment, right? Emotionally honesty is from moment to moment to moment to moment. And only stop an interaction with your friend or with your client or with anybody once this honesty has been said. So are you sure you're okay with this new agreement that we're gonna do together, like in this business? Are you sure okay with it? Are you, so whatever it is, what is our honesty? What do we have left to say, either about ourselves or about the other person? Okay, so when we're done an interaction like this, when we're applying love and honesty, we're not going to find ourselves ruminating and mind reading. Oh, maybe he doesn't like me. oh, he kind of acted strangely when I said that. He probably thinks I'm stupid. Like, the problem with people with social anxiety is we do a lot of mind reading. Mind reading is also a secondary emotion, or secondary symptom, just like anxiety is. So it means that you didn't actually address your real emotions in the situation when you were in it. So then we have these secondary symptoms. Maybe he hates me. Like, I didn't do very well. I don't know. Like, I wasn't really present. Of course you weren't present because you weren't being emotionally honest in the moment. So so when we know that we're going to be emotionally honest in the moment, then we have no more reason to ruminate and mind read and plan and strategize and be not present before the situation and after the situation. So before a situation, I just have confidence in myself that I'm going to be emotionally honest in the moment and that I'm going to love the person I'm interacting with. And therefore, I don't need to plan. I don't need to worry. I don't need to overthink. I don't need to ruminate. I don't have to be in the future, right? Think of the cliche, just don't think about the future. No. When we are an emotionally honest person, that's when we don't need to think about the future. We don't have to plan any sort of dishonesty. We can just be honest in the moment when it arrives, right? And also after the situation, when we're alone at home, we have nothing to ruminate about the past because we were emotionally honest in the present in the past. So now we can be completely emotionally honest with ourselves right now when we're alone. Now, if we have any painful negative emotions, let's say that we're being haunted by a painful emotion of the past, like some sort of trauma event, well, then be emotionally honest with ourselves and process it. We can journal about it, journal about that traumatic event, talking about how we felt every point of the way. Call a friend and tell them about our story, tell them what's on our mind. Call our coach, call our therapist. Talk about these emotions. Be very aware, what am I feeling? And if it's something that needs to be resolved, it needs to be processed, then find a way to talk about it, to write it down or to say it, to process it, so that it no longer plagues you in the moment, right? So I really feel like I have attained this situation of being present in the moment. People might not believe me because this is something you say. It's a cliche you say, but that no one actually does. But actually, I've attained something that's very, very close to that. When I'm with other people, whether it's friends, clients, the storekeeper, whoever, I'm emotionally honest in the moment and I am loving them. And when I'm alone, then I'm emotionally honest with myself and I'm loving myself, right? And I don't need to think about the past or the future because the past emotions have already been processed. And if some come up that haven't been, then I'm sure as hell going to process them, either through journaling or through talking to a friend. I will process those emotions. I don't have to think about the future because when I'm in the future, I'm going to be emotionally honest in that future. So I can just be present today and I can enjoy this moment today. I hope you found this helpful. Let me know if you'd like me to help you overcome your anxiety or social anxiety, or help you socialize by being emotionally honest in the moment, or help you feel happier when you're alone by being emotionally honest with yourself in the moment. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day.